Hi everybody, it's Stephen Aitchison here. Just want to do a quick video on why I think the market is not going to crash. The Bitcoin market, Ethereum, kind of whole crypto market. If Bitcoin goes, kind of all the alts are going to go down as well, obviously, because everything is following Bitcoin just now. And why I think Bitcoin is not going to fall. A lot of people are talking about, oh, Bitcoin's going to go to $24,000, $20,000 or $10,000. I just don't think so at all. And I think they're obviously talking about Ethereum going down to 200, 100, whatever. I just think that is not going to happen whatsoever. And I think we are, in this very moment, in one of the most exciting times for crypto that we've ever been in. Because of the whole shake-up that is about to happen, that's happening just now. It's just very, very slowly happening just now. We're in the middle of a change, and you know when kind of change big things in kind of history. Looking back on it, we can see that was a pivotal moment. I think 2021 is going to be a pivotal moment for what is about to kind of happen. We'll look back on it in 20 years' time. We'll say 2021 was the year that crypto changed the world, and I think it's all going to be done because of DeFi space. At the moment, the DeFi space is going to be dominated by Ethereum. I don't think there's any doubt about that. In the future, is it still going to be dominated by Ethereum? Is that going to be the main protocol that everything is built upon? Might not. It might be one we've never heard of before that's going to come out in the future. It's just going to overtake Ethereum. It's just going to be interoperable. It's just going to be everything to everybody. But at the moment, for the next 1 to 2 years, I can see Ethereum being the dominant protocol. And the protocol that is going to be on everybody's lips when they're talking about big investors coming in. So big investors, they're in Bitcoin already, they know about Bitcoin, everybody knows about Bitcoin because Bitcoin has become synonymous with crypto. When you hear the word crypto, most people hear the word Bitcoin in their heads as well. When they think of crypto, they think of Bitcoin. Most people still haven't heard of Ethereum, they've not heard of Cardano, they've not heard of Solana, Polkadot, Atom, or Binance or anything like that. They've heard of Bitcoin, and now they're starting to hear of Ethereum as well. It's got that network effect that Bitcoin has had. Ethereum has grown much quicker as well, as are the other protocols as well. But the one that's going to change history or going to change the financial kind of side of even, so it's going to change so much more. The NFT space, the gaming space is just so exciting just now as well. But the one that really is going to change crypto, I think, is going to be Ethereum. That's why I think this is such an exciting time just now for the crypto space. It's not a time to be bearish. I think this is a time to position yourself and just say, okay, what is going to be here? What are we going to be looking at in the next 1 to 2 years? I don't think you can project into 10 years and say, okay, we need to think about 10 years' time. There's no way you can think about 10 years' time because there's things that we haven't even imagined yet that are going to be out in 10 years' time on the blockchain, in the crypto space. And obviously that's going to be a lot to do with kind of virtual reality, but it's going to be so much bigger than that as well. But if you look at what's happening in the next 1 to 2 years, DeFi is going to dominate crypto for the next couple of years. I think. You are no longer going to need a bank. You're no longer going to need to go to your bank for a mortgage. You're no longer going to need to go to your bank for a loan. Or you're no longer going to need these kind of vulnerable people are not going to need to go to these sharks. They're charging exorbitant APRs just to give somebody £100. They have to pay back £350. You're no longer going to need that. You're also going to have another 2 billion people that have a bank account. It'll be a crypto account, but it'll be essentially a bank account. And it'll be 2 billion people that have money to spend. It'll also be 2 billion people that are making money for themselves. So $1 in Africa is worth so much more than $1 in the USA just now. So you're going to have these third world kind of nations that are going to be earning USDT, USDC, USD, whatever it is they're going to be earning, that's going to be worth a lot of money, and you're going to bring these countries up from poverty. That's what crypto space is going to do. And it's going to be done in the DeFi space as well. Now, when we look at the macro picture, what's happening just now, the governments around the world are printing money right, left and centre just now. Mental. There's 20% more money than there was this time last year. 20% more. Which kind of says, okay, that money that we've got in our pockets just now has been devalued by 20% plus the rate of inflation, whatever it is, 3%, if it's going to jump to 5%. We could get hyperinflation in the future as well. But right at this moment, the money that we have in our pockets is worth kind of 23-25% less than it was even this time last year. I know you can still buy a loaf of bread and the car prices are still the same, but what we're going to see is probably, I imagined what was going to happen in 2022 is there going to be a big crash. All this printing of money that Feds are doing, that kind of Europe's doing, that UK's doing, and everybody else is doing, there has to be a price to pay for that. And I thought, okay, 2022 is going to be the year that price is going to, but it might not be. It might actually be a couple of years before we actually start to see things changing big time and the kind of economy imploding because of all this printing of money. But then when you look at it, is the printing of money going to make the economy kind of implode? I think it is at some point. But another thing I was thinking is the housing market is going to crash. When the housing market crashes, obviously, that has a huge effect on the economy as well. But I initially thought 2022, the housing market is going to crash. It's just going to be an absolute nightmare. But now I'm starting to think house prices are going up. Things are going mental here. In Scotland, I don't know if you're probably seeing your country as well, whatever country you're in, or even the area you're in as well. In Scotland and Glasgow just now, it used to be the Glasgow City Centre, the house prices could command above home report. A home report is basically what somebody comes out and says, your home is worth that. And the mortgage lenders will not let you borrow above home report. So if a house is worth 300,000, or they say the home report is 300,000, the mortgage, the highest mortgage you can get is 300,000 if it was going to be 100% mortgage. Usually it's 90% or 85% mortgage, so you have to put 10 or 15% down, but you cannot go above home report. If what we're seeing just now, if it does go above home report, say there's 10 people bid on it and it goes up to 350,000, you have to find £50,000 of your own money before you even put the deposit down for the mortgage. So a lot of house prices, a lot of houses are going above home report now, which is kind of crazy just now, and that's the way the market is going just now. So the housing market is booming at the moment. It certainly is here in Scotland, certainly is in Glasgow and Edinburgh and the kind of major cities, the other 7 cities, or the 7 cities in Scotland. I would imagine it's the same with England as well, and Wales and Northern Ireland and kind of all over the world. And the house market is booming just now. And it just got me thinking, why is that happening just now? This is post-COVID. But house prices are going up because the governments are printing more money, so it's kind of devalued it, so that the house prices, conversely, it seems a bit of a kind of strange thing to say that house prices are going to go up because they print more money, but that's what's happening at the moment, and it could happen for the next couple of years or so. Same with stock prices as well. I initially thought there's going to be a huge stock market crash towards the end of the year, beginning of 2022, but the housing market or the stock market might keep on going up and rising as well, which makes it look on paper as if the economy is doing brilliant. But it's not, because you're debasing the value of money. You're kind of debasing it by 20%, 30% or 25% per year or something. It's crazy. They can't keep on printing money. Or can they? Can they keep on printing money? And if they do keep on printing money, it means everything is going to be devalued. The dollar, the pound, the euros, it's all going to be devalued by 20% per year. That can't go on. Something has to change, and I think crypto is that change. And especially the DeFi space as well. And as I said, you're no longer going to need the banks for a mortgage, for a loan, for anything else. And like that, you're not going to need insurance companies. You're not going to need any middlemen for really anything in the financial sector. If you're looking to become an investor in something as well, you're not going to need the middleman. And it's just going to be an explosive time for crypto. And I think it's just starting just now. I know I've been in crypto space for 4 years. I've been down massively. Well, I am down massively from where I was. I've been up massively as well. Didn't take profits back in 2017-18, crashed big time. I was down massively, sold everything, and then everything went up massively, so I lost kind of out in that. And back again. It's just a crazy emotional roller coaster of a ride, but now I think is one of the pivotal moments in crypto and in history, the financial history of the world, the human race. It is starting now, and I think it's starting with DeFi, and I don't see this as bearish at all. But for the next 1 to 2 years, at least 1 year, I think is going to be Ethereum, and that's why I think it's going to be at least 10,000 by the end of this year, $10,000, and I think it'll spike up higher than that. We could even spike up to 12, 13,000 before the end of the year. Now I know that's only 5.5 months away, and it might sound preposterous just to say, oh, Ethereum's going to 5x or 6x from here. I don't think so. I genuinely think it is going to. We're just starting to see the beginnings of a major shift in history. And it's exciting. I'm really excited for the future. I see kind of Bitcoin going up and down. That's always going to happen. It's always going to happen. We asked, okay, when's it going to crash? When's it going to go up? When's it? I think everybody's just waiting just now and thinking, right, what way is it going to go? Is it going to go below 29,000 and then we can get in? Or is it going to go to 20,000 and then we can get in? I think now's the time to get in. Is that financial advice? Absolutely. It is. But I'm not a financial advisor, I have to tell you that as well. If I was advising anybody, I'd just say now's the time to get into Ethereum. Now's the time to get into Bitcoin. Now's the time to get into gaming, cryptocurrencies as well, crypto projects that are into gaming. Now is a brilliant time to look at those things as well. And now's the time to get into DeFi space. So I just want to kind of jump on and kind of riff and talk about kind of how I'm feeling. Just now, it was last month or the month before, I was thinking the economy is going to absolutely tank. I think it will at one point, and I think it will bring crypto down with it. But I still think now, I'm starting to think we've got another 1 to 2 years before that actually happens. And I think it's going to be a really exciting time for the next year or so. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think down below. If you think I'm absolutely talking shite or not, just let me know your thoughts below, and I'll speak to you soon. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.